Hi everyone, it's Kieran here at Magical Traveller. Hope you're having a great day. And today we are going to start the first of our deep dive series into Virgin Voyages. And I'm very excited, and I always love chatting to this person. I'm very excited to say Layla from Virgin Voyages have joined me. So do you want to say hello, Layla, and just introduce yourself a little bit?
Hello. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here this morning. Thank you so much for having me. So I'm Layla. I'm the Business Development Executive for Virgin Voyages. And I help the likes of Kieran out on the road with training and everything Virgin Voyages.
Yeah, so me and Layla have been working together for a while now. I think since you've worked with Virgin, we've kind of always had a relationship, haven't we? So
Yeah.
for those guys who, if ever any of my customers watching this and they hear me kind of say like, oh, I'm just going to speak to my contact at Virgin, 9 times out of 10, it'll be Layla that I'm harassing with my questions. And
Hey.
so Layla kind of helps us with kind of training, development, and she also helps us with kind of like any questions we've got. So if I'm kind of like, can I just double check, how does this work? Then it's 9 times out of 10, like I say, going to be Layla I'm going to go to. And she's always there to kind of help us in the background. So just so you know, it's not just me when you are booking a Virgin Voyages cruise. We do have amazing support from Virgin Voyages as well, in the likes of Layla, who comes out and just helps us be brilliant at selling Virgin Voyages as well.
Yeah. You're brilliant. I'll let you in.
So what we thought we'd do today is Layla's kindly come on and we're going to do a short series of videos, just little bite-sized chunks about kind of where Virgin Voyages are in kind of 2025 and also what's exciting to look forward to in 2026 with kind of new ships you're launching and things like that. So we're not going to go into too much detail about kind of like all the amazing features of VV because we're going to try and keep these to about kind of the 10-ish minute territory. If you want to learn a little bit more about Virgin Voyages in general, if you've never maybe come across them, then definitely check out the other videos we've got, but also check out the website, magical-traveler.com. I've got tons of information on there about kind of Virgin Voyages, the itineraries, destinations, food guides, all that type of stuff. But what we thought we'd do today is we'd start off a little bit closer to home because obviously we are based in the UK and we all want to get away from this cold weather. So, Layla, what we thought we'd do today is we'd have a little chat about kind of the exciting new itineraries you've got for 2025 sailing in the Mediterranean.
Absolutely. There is so much on offer now in the Med. And as Kieran said, it's close to home. This is our sort of first point of call. If we want to go away, we're wanting to get something booked for summer or, later on in the year, the Med is going to be really our first thought, I always think. And we've
Yeah,
really sort of revamped our itineraries for this year and beyond. We had a series of itineraries sailing from both Barcelona and Athens last year, and we sort of stuck to the 7 night mark with those. And we had, a couple from Barcelona and a couple from Athens, whereas now we have gone all out. We have more on offer than ever before, which is so exciting. We've got a lot of repeat customers, a lot of new customers that want to sail with Virgin Voyages. And,
yeah,
they might be already avid cruisers, but they're wanting to get their teeth stuck into some new itineraries with
yeah,
Virgin. So we've really brought
absolutely.
those on for 25 and 26.
We talk about all the time about kind of the reason why we love Virgin Voyages is just how much is included in that value price when you kind of see the price of the cruise. Now, I know compared to maybe some other cruise lines, you'd be looking at the price and you'd be like, oh, wow, okay, they're a little bit more. But this is a big part of why. Obviously, there's all the other stuff about kind of the, the decor, the dining, and all that type of stuff. But this is a big part of it, isn't it, Layla? The kind of included value that you have on every
Absolutely.
Virgin voyage.
The value for money is absolutely incredible with Virgin Voyages. And I think it's that confidence in you guys being able to book your holiday and get on board and think, right, I've paid for everything. I know what I'm getting included. And with this always included luxury setup, it just makes things super simple and you're not having to, keep track of everything and tabs when you're on board and
Yeah,
make sure you've saved a little bit of money to pay your bill at the end. Like
yeah,
we have done this. So it is really, really simple for our sailors. And
yeah,
of course, we have our dining at 20 plus eateries. 6 of those are specialty dining, absolutely incredible food. There's no surcharges for any of those. That is my favorite thing, definitely, knowing that I'm not going to have to book in and put $60 or whatever it is aside. You've got all of the food included. Our tips are included as well. Our crew are amazing. We've sailed together time and time again, haven't we, Kieran? And crew are amazing. I feel like they just up their game with every single voyage and they
yeah.
never fail on delivering that rockstar service. Wi-Fi, I mean, basic human rights. Well, especially for us, we're wanting to get our photos. We're wanting to give
Yeah,
everyone email. I'm wanting to share on Instagram. And for the times that I do go on and actually work, which does exist, I can do that as well. I can stay connected. I'm not restricted in any way at all. It's multiple devices across the full duration of the voyage.
yeah,
So really great knowing that that's included. Your Greek fitness classes, everything from your standard spin classes, 90s boy band workout, everything in between. My favorite is sunset or sunrise yoga on the
yeah.
perch. Absolutely beautiful. And they're all included on us. essential drinks. So you've got your still sparkling water, tea, drip coffee, non-pressed juices, all of your soft drinks. So that's your Coke, Diet Coke, Fanta included all of the time on us. Then, of course, your award-winning shows and entertainment.
Yeah. I just want to touch on the Wi-Fi as well, because we were debating, and I don't say this out loud, but like we were debating another cruise line, and we kept adding up all these extras type of thing. We were like, oh, and there's gratuities, and there's Wi-Fi, oh, and we can't get like soft drinks as well type of thing, as you say, and even water in your cabin is
Yeah.
so incredible type of thing. Just if you've been out drinking late in the manor, which I've been known to do, I may or may not get in from the manor at like
That's
4
what
in the
I
morning someday.
do.
And this is so nice to kind of wake up and have that full bottle of water in your cabin every morning. Just
Oh,
simple
yeah.
things like that. You're not kind of like feeling a little bit worse for wear in the morning and going, oh, I've got to go all the way, get it dressed and go up to the buffet type of thing to get just a glass of water. It's there for you
Yeah.
every day. It's replenished. And they must do 2 or 3 drops into our cabins because we drink so much water every day. And that's like, as you say, the level of service you're getting on board. Just small details like that elevate
Absolutely.
your cruise experience so much. And I think people take it for granted just how cool those extras are compared to some of the cruise lines.
Definitely, definitely. This is just makes all the difference. And definitely,
Yeah, yeah.
when you're looking at Virgin Voyages, just remember that all of this is included because
Yeah.
it, it's phenomenal. Value for money is
Yeah,
insane.
definitely. So where are we going then, Layla? I'm so excited by these new itineraries because
I
one thing
know.
you've touched upon it, and it's kind of like that 7 night. It was really easy to sell, and it was really easy to explain. You got 7 night sailings, guaranteed to go to Ibiza every night, type of thing. And obviously, you've made our lives a little bit harder, but you've made sailors' lives a lot more exciting as well, though, because there's so many amazing destinations, and you can still get those ports. You can still do that overnight in Ibiza. It's just done in new ways with new ports that you couldn't do Ibiza before in the past as well. So I actually think it's really exciting what you're doing now for 25 and 26.
Such an exciting time. Very, very exciting. We've got, as you can see there, we've got new bucket list destinations. You've got Iceland, Ireland, Istanbul, you've got Portugal, Scotland. So we've got those UK destinations in there as well. We've got revamped Scarlet Lady sailings from Barcelona. So you may also know that Scarlet Lady's recently gone into dry dock and she's had a bit of a revamp there, which is super exciting for, new customers and repeat customers that are sailing time and time again with Virgin Voyages. And then we have longer voyages from both Barcelona actually and Resilient Lady sailing from Athens, which is really
Yes.
nice. Our sailors love the product,
Yeah.
and you will always leave Virgin Voyages wanting more. And booking again, you might think, oh, I've been on a 7 night, or I might have done a little shorter one over in the US or from Portsmouth, and now I want to get my teeth stuck into a longer
Yeah.
itinerary. These are going to be perfect for you.
And it's like we even did a back-to-back Greek island glow. So we had 7 nights, 7 nights, same itineraries back to back. And I still was like, I'm ready to go again. Literally, like, I ain't get it off. Let's do it again. Because just the vibe is so different as well from sailing to sailing. The different itinerary, will have different vibes as well. As you say, the ships, even though the ships have the similar layout type of thing, Scarlet now had a bit of a revamp. So some of the spaces have been rethought. The ships just feel a little bit different now as well, depending on kind of the vibe of where they go in the region they're sailing as well. So it is definitely worth, if you tried VV, coming back and trying a different ship, a different itinerary, because you're still going to get that same amazing dining and all the inclusions, but the vibe's very different where you're sailing into the Greek Isles than if you're maybe sailing into Ibiza overnight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that Ibiza overnight is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? But like you say, going into Ibiza and, on the other hand, going into Qatar or whatever, it's two
Yeah,
different vibes, two different atmospheres.
absolutely.
You're taking a
Yeah,
different environment in. So,
yeah,
there's so much to get your teeth stuck into, so much to try, so much to add
yeah.
on to your Virgin Voyages love list.
Honestly, which is getting bigger and bigger by the week. And speaking of
Am
which,
I?
where are you where are you taking us later? Like what? Cause some of these now, some of these are classics. They're really popular ones. So obviously, Greek Island Glow has been incredibly
Yeah,
popular. Loads of people love it. It's the kind of the highlight of kind of the Greek Isles. But you've also got some other really cool and interesting ones that are maybe new for this year that people
absolutely.
maybe haven't done before.
Yeah, exactly that. Right. So Greek Island Glow, I'd say, was up there with our most popular itineraries of last year. It was, everybody wanted a Greek summer last year.
Yeah,
If you weren't
yeah, yeah,
cruising around Greece, you were going on holiday to Greece. And Greek Island Glow, we've got that for, Scarlet Lady and Resilient Lady. We'll be seeing that over the next couple of years. And it is absolutely beautiful. It's hitting all
yeah,
of those Greek islands that, you really desirable, they really want to go to. So Mykonos,
yeah.
Santorini. My personal favorite is this one to the right, to the left of Greek Island Glow. And I think it is up there with everyone's Starry Nights in
Yes,
Greece, Croatia. So last year we had two sailings. We had Greek Island Glow, obviously, which is super popular. And our second sailing was Adriatic Sea and Greek Gems. And that went to Dubrovnik, absolutely Kotor, beautiful
yeah,
destinations. And what we've done this time round is combine the best of both of those itineraries to create Starry Nights in Greece and Croatia, and that's a lovely 2-night sailing. So you're getting a slightly longer, and you're hitting the best of both of those itineraries,
Yeah.
which is very, very popular. And it's on my book list.
It is. So we did Resilient in 23, the launch year, and we did both. We did the Adriatic and the Greek Isles in the same year. And that is, as you say, literally the hit list of the two, or not the best ports on those two itineraries together in one longer itinerary. It's a dream itinerary, honestly. That would be my top pick as well. And I've got a few customers going on that in May this year now as well, quite a few different bookings. Because as
Cool.
you say, it's such a great itinerary to kind of, Kotor is just one of the best sailings in the world. But then Santorini and Mykonos, they're iconic for a reason. Like, it's just incredible.
They're amazing. And not to forget, of course, we've got our Barcelona sailings as well. So Barcelona was super popular. I think last year I went on a good few times on our Barcelona sailings. They're all incredible. Like, you could do them time and time again. But again, we're mixing things up again this year. So you can see that sailing there, Barcelona to France, Italy, and Greece. This is
Mm.
combining the best of our Barcelona sailings last year and our Resilient Lady Athens sailings. So just mixing and matching things a bit, and bringing something brand new and fresh. It's hard to pick between all of these itineraries. For me, I
No,
think it's
definitely not.
really tough. Sailors are going to find it really difficult to choose the best
Yeah.
voyage because they're
But I think
all.
as well, it's really cool that you're doing these open jaw journeys as well, because I get that quite a lot as well. People love the convenience of kind of going in and out of the same port as well, but to do kind of those multi-center stays as well. So you can have like a Barcelona city break paired off with like an Athens city break at the end of it as well. That gives you a way to extend your holiday as well. So it's not just a case of like, obviously the cruise is an amazing part of your holiday, but you can expand these as well by having city breaks and kind of multi-center stays as well. And itineraries like that are prime examples of how you can kind of get a very long, if you wanted to, kind of extended holiday land and sea.
But then we've also got some Portsmouth voyages here. So, of
Mm.
course, we'll be bringing the ship back to Portsmouth. So, really exciting time. So, I just wanted to include a few of these because, as you can see, we've got that Portsmouth to Ireland, Scotland, and more. If you are wanting to sail from Portsmouth this year, you don't want to do a fly cruise, you can quickly hop on from Portsmouth. And then you've got the option to do that's a long itinerary to sail, from Portsmouth, which is really, really nice. It's actually a really great itinerary to mix things up a bit. They're not, your traditional, go over to, Amsterdam or go over to Spain or wherever it might be. You're seeing like a real good mix of UK ports in this one, which I think is
Yeah.
really, really nice.
And I think people underestimate as well British Isles cruises because they're kind of like, why would I sail where I live type of thing? But you get
Yeah.
to go see regions and part of the UK that you wouldn't naturally get to as well. Like some of those kind of
Yeah.
northern ports as well for kind of those who live down in the south, maybe you may never get the chance to go to those kind of regions type of thing and explore that. And again, you get to do it on a beautiful kind of floating boutique resort as well. So what better way to kind of explore those regions?
If you're not wanting to fly, your options are going to be, either a city break in the
Yeah.
UK. This is a practically that, but you're sailing on the beautiful Virgin Voyages. You're going all around, you get food included, you're getting Wi-Fi, you're getting all your tips, you're getting fitness classes. You can do
Yep.
a floating city break, if you will.
Shigeru
But
meme. Honestly, it's incredible.
lovely. Yeah. And then we've got the classics, Portsmouth to Amsterdam and Bordeaux. They're really popular ports. And these, as you can see, so last year we had our Portsmouth voyages, which were 3 nights plus, whereas this year we've listened to our sailors' feedback and they were wanting slightly longer voyages, especially
Yeah.
for, those sailors that might live in the north. They want to go down and have, a really juicy itinerary to go on. So we've decided to extend the voyages, so they are 6 nights plus moving forward,
Yep.
which is really exciting as well.
Yeah.
Really nice to be able to offer that mix.
But you don't get to do as well. Like I love the short sailings. They're great to kind of get a bite-sized fix of VV, but you don't get to do all of the entertainment type of thing. Like everyone was complaining, like, there was no a club rubric. Everyone was complaining, like, when's the 80s party? I'm like, oh, it's not long enough. You haven't got enough nights. Come back and do it type of thing. So you don't get to experience kind of all of the entertainment. You obviously get kind of Scarlet Night and kind of all the headline events, but all the themed nights, you're not guaranteed to get them all on those shorter sailings as well. So again, that's why these longer sailings work better. And I also talk about like the peaks and troughs as well. You do get that amazing PJ party the first night, but then you get kind of a couple of more slower nights as well. So it's not all about kind of party type of thing. You get time to relax, really enjoy the ship and its facilities as well when you've got kind of more time on the ship to explore as well.
Yeah, completely agree. Those sailing days are really nice. Obviously, you're going on a cruise because you want to see the port, but I really love a
Yep.
sailing day, especially when you've got
Absolutely, yeah.
the weather, you're outside, you've taken in all the scenery.
Yeah.
Like you do need that, definitely.
And you get to do a food crawl as well, which is my
Oh,
highlight
yeah.
as well. So
Yeah.
snacking as you go.
I'll have a sailing day just so you can graze your way through the ship.
And then do you want to just quickly touch upon the comedy festival as well? Because I know you're introducing these kind of new series of themed voyages now throughout the year. Obviously, you've got the comedy fest. We were on the celebration voyage last year, which again, there's a little bit more information on the website if you want to hear more about what a celebration voyage is. But yeah, you just tell us a little bit more about the comedy fest because it pretty much sold out last year once the headliner was announced within about 2 weeks, didn't it? It sold out, maybe even
They
less.
are so, so popular. So these are, exactly like Kieran said, themed voyages. We have a series of these. So we have like Eat and Drink Month, where you'll have lots of voyages throughout Eat and Drink Month. Comedy Fest is really, really fun. So this will be a series of acts on the ship. So you can book on knowing that you're going to see a full range of incredible acts, incredible headliners, and have that full themed voyage whilst you're sailing. And I just think that is so nice to be able to, not only experience the product, to experience the destinations, but also to experience, whether it be a comedy act that you really want to see or brand new comedy acts. Like, it's really nice and exciting to be able to bring that to the seas and offer this out to our sailors. And like you say, they are so popular. So if you are considering, definitely get booked.
Yeah, definitely. Both this and the celebration voyage, as kind of time goes on, they will always, sell out reasonably to occupancy type of thing. And definitely last when announced the headliner, that voyage, as soon as the headliner was announced, that voyage sold out. I couldn't get customers on it and they were clamoring to get on it. It's like, you should have booked sooner.
Yes, exactly. And we also have voyages such as, like Halloween voyages as well, which are themed. So they will state that if it is like a themed voyage, it will state it in the brochure, wherever it is, you will be able to find information. And I know Kieran has lots and lots of information and images and photos and videos of all of these offerings. So, shout if you need any, if you're thinking of booking one of these amazing voyages.
I know we said we keep these to 10 minutes and we're already at 17. So it's so much to talk about.
So much to talk about in the med. So much to talk about in the med. So just to touch on our marvelous voyages. So we have a series of voyages which we are calling our marvelous voyages, and these are bucket list destinations. So they're curated itineraries that we have put together that are bucket lists that you will really want to see. Those really top spots. I've included there are more, but I've included 4 here, which are absolutely beautiful, which are, you've got that total eclipse of the Med itinerary there. Yeah. They are slightly longer as well, which is really, really nice to be able to, hit all of those bucket list destinations in one go. Yeah. A beautiful series of itineraries there.
And I think it's really nice that you're giving them that moniker as well, like the Marvelous Voyages, so people know if they want something a little bit different, a little bit kind of out of the ordinary, that's kind of something to look for type of thing. So again, if you've maybe you love something a bit special, you want to be part of it, more of like a space and time, these things may not happen again, or they may not happen in this way type of thing. That's what the Marvelous Voyages moniker is, isn't it? Is a way to kind of showcase these were a little bit special. So limited edition is another way that you could refer to these.
Hit your name on the head there, definitely. Yeah, limited edition. These are the ones to watch. These are the ones to get on if you're wanting to experience beautiful destinations. Shore excursions and things here are curated as well. We offer all of that out to our sailors in beautiful destinations and ports of call.
Brilliant. Right. Because we said we try and keep these short, and I think let's kind of leave it there with regards to the Med, because obviously we could talk for hours. It is our bread and butter. It's our home port type of thing. We've sailed the Med. I know you have, and I've sailed the Med loads of times, and I love the Med, and I'm always finding new things to do and explore as well. So like even when I'm on board, and we did shore things when we were on board with you guys, and I got to see ports that I love and I've been to so many times. I was like, I've never done this part of the island because, you've got the amazing kind of, enhancement program with the shore things that you guys do on board as well. So there's always things to do. Even if you've been to these ports before, there's always new things to do and explore. And then there's a reason to kind of go back to these ports as well. But yeah, thank you, Layla. Let's kind of wrap up on this one. But what I want to just say is, if you are interested in ever setting sailing with Virgin Voyages, then I definitely would love to help you. I've got tons of information and guides on my website. You can find them by searching magical-traveler.com. And we always have special offers running as well. So if you want to get maybe a little bit extra sailor loot or a little bit of an extra saving, then definitely have a chat to us, especially if you're looking at a flight inclusive package from the UK as well, then definitely that's going to be the best way to book kind of your overall package price as well. So definitely get in touch with us if you are interested in sailing with Virgin Voyages. Other than that, guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you, Layla, for that one. Definitely come back because we're going to talk about something new and exciting for Virgin Voyages on the next video, but also as well, we're going to talk about kind of the Caribbean. So if you're looking for maybe some winter sun, then definitely check out that video as well. But other than that, guys, thank you, Layla, so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.